Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Yo guys, so we're back for a new tutorial, and as you can see, this beat is bouncy and hard AF, bro, for real. Damn, this is gonna be the perfect beat for NBA Yougnboy. You already know what I mean, bro. Yeah, as you can see, a really nice Baton Rouge type beat. So yeah, let's get to the breakdown. Just before going to the breakdown, don't forget that you can like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you found this video useful. And don't forget that you can go into the description or on my website emotionalwave.com to get any of my drum kits, multi-kits, sample kits for free, because right now they are all for free. So yeah, I'm gonna meet y'all there, and let's get to the breakdown. The first thing you need to start with when you're making those type of beats is always the deep piano, bro. This is gonna lay the foundation for your beat, and as you can see, I just played the D, A, and A sharp, and we're in the key of D minor at 167 BPM, and I layered them on many octaves, so one down, one up, and I just played the velocity a little bit so you can, like, you know, hear a little bit better. And for that one, I just cut all the low frequencies from that fast EQ over there. Then I use the gentleman again, and I use the loads of dynamics preset. And what you need to do is take your bass notes. So I already add D, A sharp, A, and A sharp. So maybe not like this, D, A, and A sharp. So what you need to do is choose your scale and your root note. How you do this is you click here, go to view, scale highlighting, and choose here your scale. You're usually going to take minor natural or major Ionian, and take your root note. So we're going to be in D. And then what you need to do, you need to skip the first note that is in the scale and skip the second one. So you're gonna skip the first one that is in the scale, and you're gonna place the second one. You're gonna skip the first one, place the second one, skip the first one, place the second one, and there you have a chord, as you can see. And that's what I did for the entire chord progression. As you can see, this one is just that I put it one octave up. As you can see, that's an inversion. That's also something you can do when you have a really basic chord progression. For example, here, instead of placing that last note, which should be over there, right, if I do the skipless method, I actually use the D right here, the bass note, and I put it one octave up like this. And that's what I also did here. Took that D, pause, take that D note and put it up here, and I did this for the entire thing. Then I used an effects already, and I used the bell from my drum kit, basically big bell over here. And what you need to do is just follow the chord progression. It adds a lot of rhythm to the beat, bro. Then I went to Xenology, and I used the Grand Pipes preset, and I just copied the chord progression. And for that one, I filtered the frequencies. So as you can see, I lowered the low frequencies over there, the higher frequencies, and the frequencies that I didn't really like. So this is usually going to be the mids, and boost a little bit of the highs. Then I went to Xenology, and I used the Trap Brass mod. It's an effects again. As you can see, this one's gonna play a little bit in the background. Then I went to Session Horns Pro, and I used the performance over here. And for that one, I just used the chord progression that I already had. I changed it a little bit, and I used the stabby notes. Basically, instead of playing the notes long and sustained like this, as you can see, I used stabby notes. So I just cut them around here like this. I placed the chord, so D, and instead of going to A sharp, I stayed on the D note. Then I went to E, and as you can see, I just played D. It's almost always D and E, just to change a little bit the chord progression, you know, to add more bounce. And then for the bass, this bass is insane. First, let's talk about the preset. It's a preset from Expand 2, and I use the Buzz Wah Plus on the synth bass. And for that one, it's following the chord progression, but I also added few notes to make kind of a lead, you know, just to add more bounce again to the beat. And the tip I can give you is to try to make it sound a little bit human, you know. The first thing you can do is, so for example, instead of just playing D like this, I'm gonna put it a little bit back. I'm gonna place the note that is under in the scale so that it goes from C to D really quickly. As you can see, it creates kind of like a glide and everything, and it sounds good basically. And as you can see, I just added more notes to create more bounce. And for that one, I just filtered the frequencies with the fast EQ. It's a really nice feature from FL Studio, so use it. Then I copied the chord progression. I just removed the D here, and I went on Xenology and I used the small strings preset. And for that one, I filtered the frequencies with the fast EQ and also with a pro EQ right there. As you can see, filtered here, filtered, boost a little bit the highs and filtered the mid. And again, I copied the thing from the brass and I went on expand 2. On the organs, I used the jazz more plus. As you can see, it's the same pattern as the brass that I told you about. Then this is highly important when you're making those type of beats. You need to add effects and guitar slides. This is kind of like a key thing to Baton Rouge type beats. They use a lot of guitar slides, as you can see. So I'm going to show you how they sound. And FXs, thankfully you can find them inside of my Harmony MULTIKIT and Summrs drum kit. Basically all the drum kits that I usually put out, which are for free inside of the description. There are some guitar slides, so you don't need to worry. Just take those free drum kits and you should be good to go. And the first thing I started with was actually this Vox here. So this is just a vocal, you know, to add more ambience. You know, it adds a little bit ambient. The Clash Royale, you know, already know what I'm talking about. A riser, chimes. This is usually something I like to use on every of my beats. An impact too. And this siren here, so this is the poly siren, and it's really good. It adds a lot to the amp, you know, it creates more of like Baton Rouge ambience, like you are already inside of the CD. You know what I mean, bro. And I use the ambient guitars right here, so I'm gonna show you basically the melodies and the effects and sounds like this.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Bro, it already sounds bouncy. Just need to add that 808. For the 808, just follow the chord progression. And for the rhythm, there's not a real tip I can give you, but if you still want a little tip I can give you is place your first note, then you want to skip 1 2 3 4 5, place, skip 1 2 3 4 5, and place again. This is the rhythm you're gonna copy every time. So every 2 bar, for example, as you can see, here's the first bar, and I'm gonna copy those 2 bar, put them here, and then play with the chord progression to make sure that it fits the chord progression, and add more notes in between, and you should have a bounce that sounds like this, bro. Then the snare, basic snare on the 3rd beat over here. So if you go there, look, 1 2 3, that's the 3rd beat over here. So this is the entire beat, and I just placed it on the 1st, and you copy that. And for the last one, instead of just playing a note, I added a roll to do this. Place a note, make sure you extend it a little bit like this, for example, for 2 cells, and you want to click Alt and A, and you want to use the time mode, as you can see over here, and it's going to change the way it sounds. And for example, here you have a roll, you can have an even sharper one, and yeah, you just experiment now with the rhythm and how you play the note, and you should have something that sounds like this. Then for the hi-hat, you want to stay simple. A big tip, look, you want to go here, right on your patterns, click on your hi-hat. So this is the hi-hat, fill each 2-step, boom, you copy that every time like this, and then just add notes, add rolls. I already showed you how to add rolls, so that's the only thing you want to do, bro, is copy, use the 2-step, add more notes, play with the velocities, play with the hi-hats, play with the rolls, the notes, experiment. This is not a tip I can show you how to do it. There's no magical real tip I can give you. It's all about how you feel the sound. As you can see, playing with the low notes is actually a great thing. It does sound insane. Then you want to add effects, and for that one, again, it's all about experimenting, so there's no real tip. So here I used the laser, for example, and I just placed it randomly, and it will sound good because you need to experiment. You need to use your ears and use the sound that you have, and I mean, it should sound good. Sound selection is important, so make sure that you use the drum kits that sound good for the type of beats you want to make. Then I use the clave, so this is a higher frequency. Then I use the triangle again, add more higher frequencies to the song. Then I use the laser, and also added a vox this time. And yeah, I mean, the beat is done. The only thing I can tell you is make sure that you have high quality drums, because if you do, you don't need to mix them. They are already pre-mixed, and that actually saves you a lot of time. All right, so go down to the description, grab my multi-kits, my drum kits, my sample kits, and my loop kits, and you should have a lot of sounds and a lot of things to work with, which is good, and they are all high quality. So emotionalwave.com. So as always guys, I hope that this tutorial was useful. If it was, don't forget that you can go down and comment on this video or something. Yeah, this video was useful, I don't know, you choose. And don't forget that you can also subscribe and like this video. Yeah, as always guys, don't forget that Jesus loves you and that I love you too guys. Y'all support the channel, and yeah, I can't thank you more. And if you like this beat, I already made another tutorial on hard trap and Baton Rouge type beat inside of my channel. You see what I mean, bro? Just go down, go to my channel and look at the videos and everything. You're gonna take a lot of tips, you're gonna take a lot of things from it, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, peace out.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.